The Nightmare on Granby Street begins with the following contest scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, hailing from East Windsor, New Jersey, weighing in at 193 pounds, the Golden Grappler, Travis Huckabee.
Welcome to a Nightmare on Granby Street. We are coming to you from the home of Virginia Championship Wrestling. That would be the Norfolk Masonic Temple in Norfolk, Virginia. I am Jason Keats, joined by Brandon Metheny. Travis Huckabee, the Golden Grappler, making his return to VCW. We last saw him in tag team action alongside his partner, Handsome Mac Zero, as one half of Kingsglaive. Tonight he will be in singles action. A dazzling and gritty technical wrestler, Travis Huckabee enjoys causing pain and turning his opponents into pretzels.
Introducing his opponent, hailing from Richmond, Virginia, weighing in at 195 pounds, Myron Malone!
And now, a debut from a local looking to make an impact here in VCW. He is the center of attention, a man who brings the spotlight with him wherever he goes. This is the VCW debut of Myron Malone. You can see he is decked out because he is the Bling King. VCW always looking to bring in the best young, new, up-and-coming talent. No company in the region is investing in talent scouting the way that VCW is, and we're gonna see a match between these two who can really jockey into position for a permanent roster spot or maybe even into US Liberty title contention. Brandon, how are you doing tonight? First off, and are you excited to see these two young guns go to battle?
You know, I'm so excited to see these two men here. Myron Malone, a complete newcomer to VCW. Travis Huckabee, we've seen a couple times during the Liberty Lottery, but really a chance for both these young men to make a statement, make a name for themselves, and really show what they've got. And you know what? You're starting the event off. Spotlight is hottest, basically for this opening match or the main event, and so these guys both want to make an impression.
Travis Huckabee immediately refutes the handshake. Huckabee has said that he is, well, all about respect, but you have to earn it and not willing to give it until he feels it has been earned.
Absolutely. I mean, Travis Huckabee is a man with a history of grappling excellence and someone who wants to feel like that he's in the ring with the best because he also wants to prove that he's the best by defeating them. So you got to earn it first. Well, I think Myron Malone's a man who can absolutely do that.
Even judging these books by their covers, you can tell that they approach things very differently. Very basic, black trunks, letting his actions do his talking is Travis Huckabee, as opposed to the glitter drizzle of Myron Malone. But both of them very, very expressive in their wrestling techniques.
Absolutely. It's something I want to point out. I don't know if you noticed this, Jason. Travis Huckabee with a mouth guard in his mouth, showing that amateur training and that combat sport training he has, protecting himself from any potential errant kicks or punches from Myron Malone.
Yeah, well, or ready and willing to get punched in the face after he frustrates an opponent, because Travis Huckabee does take a significant amount of joy in riling up an opponent, as we see with a very disrespectful pat on the head. More experience in the corner of Travis Huckabee, but Myron Malone is making waves here in the DMV region. Excited to have him here at VCW.
Absolutely, and you know, just that psychological edge, if you can get inside someone's head, if you can frustrate them, you throw them off your game, and Travis Huckabee is the kind of wrestler who's primed to take advantage of that sort of stuff.
Great technique on display by Myron Malone. Of course, Travis Huckabee, as you mentioned, the Golden Grappler, known for his technical ability, but coming into this match, Myron Malone is a training partner of Tim Spriggs. So you know that he is also getting training by a submission specialist, and they're returning the favor, patting the head of Travis Huckabee in a bit of a dismissive way.
Myron Malone getting this crowd on their feet early on. Obviously already has the crowd behind him.
One might say he's getting them hyped. Tope Suicida through the ropes.
I don't think we have to say that. I think the crowd is saying that. The crowd in love with Myron Malone in his debut here. You know, Jason, think back to our previous event at Hampton High School. We saw Chris Slade make his VCW debut. Clearly, people seeing this opening match of VCW events as a place to see and be seen, and people taking advantage of that.
You only get one chance to make a first impression, and right now Myron Malone doing everything he can to put the spotlight right on himself. But with the spotlight comes a target. No one hits a target with precision like Travis Huckabee.
And to exactly to your point before, Travis Huckabee isn't flashy, isn't glamorous, but you know that straight elbow to the head will do it. And I think Myron Malone caught his foot on the rope there. He could really wrench those ligaments in your knee very badly.
And that is something that Travis Huckabee is going to take advantage of quickly and efficiently. Travis Huckabee, in addition to being a great striker and a brilliant tactician, he is a former referee. He knows all the rules and he knows how to bend them without breaking them. He has an insider's knowledge of the rule book, and now twisting that injured ankle of Myron Malone. Do you think it was on purpose that he managed to get that leg hooked on that rope, or was it just a happy accident for Travis Huckabee?
Honestly, Jason, I don't think it matters. I think that it's now a wounded body part, and Travis is taking advantage of it, and how we got there is kind of immaterial.
Trying to force it into a pinning predicament now while not letting go of the submission, going 2 for 1 is Travis Huckabee in terms of trying to put Myron Malone in check.
And Myron Malone getting thrown around a bunch. I mean, look, he's a high flyer. He's the kind of guy who uses athleticism. Having that base cut out from under him with his injuries to his legs is really going to limit his ability to use his full moveset. And this is where it's going to be interesting to see how can he dig deep. What else does he have in his arsenal to try to win this match?
You see the condescension in the body language of Travis Huckabee.
I mean, very clearly, Huckabee does not feel like Malone has earned his respect.
He does not lack for confidence, does Travis Huckabee, and a quick cover right there. That is one of the things that makes Huckabee so dangerous, is how he can go from 0 to 60 so unexpectedly.
Yeah, I mean, I think that people may see.
He's waking up a fire in Myron Malone, right. That's for sure, with all of these and Myron not even able to reach the ropes before his ankle gave out on it.
His ankle and his knee, I think, both. I mean, Travis has been working both of those very hard, lots of twists and maneuvers, and just in a bad way, but a great comeback by Myron Malone there.
Malone was trying to go for an atomic drop, wasn't able to get that in, but instead able to hop up on one leg and hit that enziguri. But you know what they say?
Took him down too.
You know what they say about one-legged man in a butt-kicking contest? They don't tend to do very well statistically.
No, I mean, Myron Malone hit the most recent offensive move in his match, but Huckabee's back in control because he just cannot get moving around the ring.
Well, Huckabee is not afraid to grind it out. He's not afraid to take the pace nice and slow and just really tear a body apart ligament by ligament, tendon by tendon. And look at that now, maintaining position on Myron Malone by using basically the base of his foot on the neck of Malone.
This crowd telling Travis Huckabee exactly what I think of him. I think it's very easy to look at Travis Huckabee with his black trunks and his regular plain white boots and think that he doesn't have a lot of tricks up his sleeve, that he's just sort of a brawler out there, but that's not the case.
No, that's part of his head game. It's part of the strategy for Travis Huckabee is to make people underestimate him, to not give away any of the tricks of his trade back cover leg hooked. Really good positioning, trying to get the full weight of his back across the shoulders, and Myron Malone is struggling right now.
Yeah, and also the way that Huckabee hooked the leg there was putting even more tension and more pressure on the already injured leg of Myron Malone, so making it that much harder to kick out, and that was more painful.
But the Duke of Daft able to roll out of the way. Can the Sauce Savant, the tickest of talks, make the comeback against the Golden Grappler?
Did you just make up those nicknames?
No, he is the Bling King, the Glitter Drizzle Duke of Daft, Sauce Savant, and now the king of the backslide. Well, maybe the Duke didn't quite might get it with the Kingdom.
And finding a second win out there. If you say it's his name, that's fine. A second win for Myron Malone. Finding that second burst of energy from somewhere.
Shifting up the game plan, and this time hitting that big spine buster. Can Malone capitalize?
He should cover right here, right now. He really should. This is a mistake.
Malone maybe looking to go up top, try and put Huckabee away with that Meteora that he uses.
I'm not sure he can even get up there with his leg as damaged as it is.
Only to the second rope. I don't know if he was looking for the top. Not going to make it. Meteora, he hit it! He hit it, Brandon, but it may have done more damage to him than to Huckabee.
Absolutely, I was going to say, I mean, that all of the impact of that maneuver is on Myron Malone's knees. That's a tremendous amount of damage. He's dragging himself over now.
And unfortunately, Huckabee so close to the ropes, and immediately a veteran like Travis Huckabee, a young vet, puts that foot on the ropes and breaks the count.
That's what we call a ring general, someone who knows exactly where they are at all times. And I'm not sure, I mean, Myron Malone could have blown out his knee on that, honestly. I'm not sure how he's even walking right now.
Tenacity, maybe a great pain tolerance, and a headbutt right into Myron Malone. May have knocked both men a little loopy.
It's not pretty, but it worked.
Oh, the single leg stomp right to that injured ankle and knee.
I've never seen like that. Very unique, like, very effective.
And now looking for the bear trap. He's got it locked in. Bear trap applied, using the pin basically as a feint to get into this variation of the stretch muffler.
Yeah, very clearly, the pin was a potential added bonus. This submission maneuver is really what Travis Huckabee's looking for. He's almost got it locked in here.
Bear trap applied.
And that's it!
That is academic. And Travis Huckabee refusing to let go of the hold. Absolute disrespect, refusing to let go is Travis Huckabee. And that's his tag team partner. That's Kaz Lee of the Hype.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by submission, Travis Huckabee.
A dominant, undisputed victory for Travis Huckabee, though there was no reason, apparently, that Huckabee had to keep that hold on, adding injury to injury. Forget the insult. And thank goodness that Kaz Lee came out, friend and partner of Myron Malone, but what an amazing debut, what tenacity on display by the center of attention, the spotlight, Myron Malone.